Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Cami, and this is Cami's Fluid Energy Healing Arts.
I'm an energy healer, clairvoyant energy channel, crystal Reiki master, intuitive card reader, light worker, earth keeper, and Andromedan starseed.
Thank you so much for being with us here today. This is a group live session. So these sessions have been getting really interesting. I have absolutely no idea at this point what's going to go on or happen. I can tell you from the cards that I pulled that it looks like we're going to be working with receiving and viewing information from a higher perspective, but a different perspective. Not just higher self perspective, but opening to different ways of receiving. That's what this is saying to me. And it's more than, there's balancing in here that I can see, like balancing of the masculine and feminine, and the masculine is the work, where you're doing, and the feminine is, well, actually the feminine's on this side. The feminine's where you're receiving, and the masculine is where you're doing. This is more than balancing. This is an alchemical process of uniting the two. So I was actually talking about the reading to my husband before I came in, and the an example that I saw was, I said, when fire and water mix, have you ever seen videos of volcanoes going into the ocean? And how that the volcanic lava hitting the water in the ocean completely changes the lava into different kinds of crystals that we wouldn't normally have had it not contacted water, okay, and created steam and made all kinds of different things. So that's an alchemical process where you're completely changing a thing to something else, making something new, taking two things, combining them, and making something new. So instead of just balancing the masculine and feminine, this is an alchemical process of uniting them permanently. All right, we are going to come into center now. We're going to do that the same way that we always do, with 3 deep breaths in from the back. We're going to be drawing in today white Reiki light into the heart space. We're going to let that pass down into Mama Gaia, and then the second breath will pass up through our crown to Creator Source, and the final breath will be gold light to our group here and anybody that's going to watch the video afterwards. Okay, so here we go. The first breath in. Deep breath in through the heart space, drawing in white light and allowing it to fill up in the body. And releasing that down to Mama Gaia. Next deep breath in through the heart space, drawing in white light and allowing it to fill up the body. And releasing that through our crown to Creator Source. Final deep breath. In through the back, drawing in white Reiki light into the heart space, allowing it to fill up in the body. And then releasing that to each other as gold light. Estantio Korea Bashia Kaishu Boletia Santia Kriashika Astondria Kaisha Poesita Asia Tiason Elamania Kria Poshu Elamokoparia Kaisha Toria Shamakapayasa Elapokaisha Tria Kaisha. We are immediately enveloped in a yellow light, a very soft yellow light. Musomokopoyeshe Teteriasam Kayaturiashamakapoyeshe Nia Krayashamakopuriasita Erampo Toyeshu Triasamokopoya Teriashia Kaisha Elomotia Poriashu Ekayasankatayeshu Priasam Nerapayeshu Kotoyesha Nerapayasita Yeshu Priasamokopoyeshe Teyesia Elam Torikoyeshu Poriasika Etayesham Tiarabakayesham. A lot of work in the throat space right now. In Kampayaka Yushamania Brayaka Seta Yeshamokopayasam Tiara Tiashamokopoy Suturiashan. Had a lot of green light coming in now from the sides. It like pushed the yellow into like two triangles. So what I'm looking at right now kind of looks like a circle that is divided into 4 sections. And the 2 top are yellow and the 2 sides are green. This would be west and east. And those cards that we had, the eagle comes in from the east with the rising sun. This eagle energy is one that helps lift you up above into a higher perspective, but it also removes you from that security on the ground, helping you break up routines. So this being done in the throat chakra, so repeated things that you say. Be cautious of your self-talk, putting yourself down, lessening your value. Into the solar plexus with a connection in the heart space now. I see a lot of rays of light shooting out from the solar plexus. That was very active. That was a lot of information coming in. So at this time, I would like to use the bowl again and invite in all of the guides and the loved ones for everybody that's here now. So at this time, we would like to invite in our guides, any healed loved ones, animal spirit guides, and galactic family who chooses to be here at this time. So one of the cards that we got is the Pineal Gland card. I'm going to show you guys that now. This is one of those that has the verbalizations to help purify and open. So from Damien Hay. So some of you have worked with this before. So what we're going to do is I will say the words. I'll say it once and then you can say it with me 3 times, and it's all for this third eye space, okay? Which we were working a lot with yesterday. All right, so you can say them either quietly to yourself in your mind, or you can speak them out loud, but basically the idea is you want to breathe these words, sounds into your DNA, okay? This is going to clear and purify your DNA, and it's specifically working with your pineal. So the purification code for this, the first one is Ka-shu-rai. So we're going to say that 3 times. This is the purification code for your pineal. We're just going to breathe that into the DNA. Shumakaya Abadiyasha. Ka-shu-rai. Musakaya Shantiya Shamakayasha. Ka-shu-rai. Mukupuriya Kai Shantriya Kaya Shantriya Sika. Ka-shu-rai. Mukaya Shantiya Kayasha. Just breathing that purification down into your DNA, to the cells of your system. There are 7 levels of opening for this. The first level is Uks Nu Hey. Uks nu, he. Okay? Together now, 3 times. Ux, nu, he. Ux, nu, he. Ux, nu, he. Usanti karaya ha yeshani pariyashuko poyasita yeshani apakayasuto yesha. Kirakayesha tayesha. Esamakayesha. I heard this is a bit of housekeeping. The second level is Pei Kro Sha. Pei Kro Sha. Okay, second level. Pei Kro Sha. Pei Kro Sha. Pei Kro Sha. Musam Kayesha Priyasika Dayesha Manitiyesha Manas. Eram Pokoyesha. The third level is Er Ne Ro. Er Ne Ro. Okay? 3 times, breathing into your DNA and your cells. Er Ne Ro. Er Ne Ro. Er Ne Ro. Musam Te Kriyashu Pustu Koyeshan Tera Paishya Kasam. The next level is Pei Shai U. Pei Shai U. Okay? Breathing it into your DNA and into your cells. Pei Shai U. Pei Shai U. Pei Shai U. The fifth level is Prokshai. Prokshai. 3 times into your DNA and into your cells. Prokshai. Musai Kayesham Triya Kayahan Tirapakayeshu. Prokshai. Mikaya Kurubia Shandiri Kayesham. Prokshai. Muso Koyesham Teriakayasi Pariasan Lokopoyasi Tayesham Kayasan. Yasamako Pariasham. The 6th level is En-tro-ku. 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 Into the DNA and the cells. En-tro-ku. 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 There's a connection with that one being made into the sacral area. And the last one is Er-vo-ku. Er-vo-ku. 3 times. Breathing that into your DNA and into your cells. Er-vo-ku. 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 Musala Kayasham Taye Pariyasham Kapayasuko Ilahaya Dearamba Kayasham Pariyasitayasham Etayasham Kapoyasitayasham Kayasam. This works in many levels. So kind of like an onion has layers. This is going to be working down through layers. Clearing out any beliefs that are blocking your visionary process. So you can expect that over the next several days there's going to be a marked increase in the information that you're getting through your third eye. So this was one of the other cards that we got. This is Reiki, which is the fire serpent. This is for grounding, okay? The way I use this one on myself, this is one that I can use if I'm offering attunements to students, so at the end then I can turn off the energy flow. Okay, so if I'm attuning you to a symbol, then I can use this symbol to kind of break that connection, okay? And this is a really, really good grounding one that you can use at any time, okay? I just have a lot flowing through. Okay, so we're going to do this one, and the way I do this one is I kind of see these, so I go this way and across the throat, and then this way and across the abdomen and down. So kind of this way, and down. So you can use your hands that way if you would like to do this one on yourself, okay? This is a very good grounding symbol, and you can use it really quick. It's kind of like lightning, all right? So you can just, okay? And your intention is just grounding and releasing. So if you find that you have attachments to someone, something, you're having trouble with beliefs, and you just want to ground that into Gaia and let her have that, because she's only going to give you back what you need from it if there's anything. Otherwise, it just becomes compost for your growth, okay? So at any time you feel like you need to ground, you can do that, all right? I will make sure that I put this in the chat for you guys. This guy is one that I hand drew some time ago. I started working with dragon energy before I got my dragon cards. And this one is the air dragon. It is white, and it comes from the north, which is behind me. It has to do with thinking and your intelligence and your reason. And it draws attention to your area of reason where you're trying to rationalize things, where you're excessively rationalizing. So we talked about this a little bit yesterday, Inga, where if you try to overthink a thing, it just goes away, okay? So this has to do with that overthinking. So this is basically learning to listen and work with less rational things that are coming to you, okay? Because in the beginning, they don't make sense, and you're going to try to make sense of them. And so as soon as you start thinking about it, it's gone. The vision stops, okay? The other thing that this white dragon brings in is your higher self intelligence information coming in from the north, okay? So this is a good, imagining that white dragon. I see dragons in the clouds all the time up there. I know I feel like I'm going through these cards today. So these two cards were from the Sacred Geometry deck, this one. This one has to do with opening up to be a vessel like a tree. So your roots are into Gaia, you're receiving from Source, you're the vessel, okay? So this is about trusting the information that's coming into you as being from your higher self, which is not blocked by the veils of the 3D or the 4D, okay? Your higher self is getting pure information and transferring it directly to you. So you can trust that, all right? This card has to do with love and power. This is a shift from the old masculine dominant energy into the feminine dominant energy, where instead of forcing power, we're using our power to receive and give that information to people who need the assistance. Okay, so it's a shifting of perspective. It's releasing that I have to control to I'm just offering. Okay, so no force. So those I kept out. I put everything else away. But I really wanted to talk about those because I felt like they were significant. Okay. I'm going to go into a Reiki scan body-wise, so I might pick up on things that are owie. Okay? That might be causing you discomfort. At least that's what I'm hearing we're going to do next. I'm going to bring in the sacral bowl. This is the Kuan Yin bowl. It's tuned for the Hara, or the sacral area. Just taking a deep breath in through your sacral area now. Just letting that entire area fill up with white Reiki light. A lot of people focus on receiving through the third eye, but honestly, you will receive more through your sacral area when you learn to tune into it. So if you focus in meditation on these spaces together, you're going to put your hand down in here and just kind of focus on these two spaces together and just kind of alternate your hands. So basically, the right side typically, now this can be reversed, the right side typically is considered your masculine and the left side is considered your feminine. Okay, so feminine receives and the masculine gives. So when you alternate your hands up and down, this is actually something that my shamanic teacher taught me. He does it with when he's working with men and women, he alternates between the solar plexus and the heart space because the women should be more in the heart and the men should be more in the solar plexus. So when he's working, he just goes back and forth. It's really cute. He's adorable. So we can apply this here when we're working on balancing, opening and balancing the information that we're receiving from the third eye and through the sacral area, okay? So you can just kind of let that up and down. So you can do that in your meditation space to help bring that information in, okay? Make sense? Yeah? Okay. All right, so I'm going to go through my Reiki scan and just kind of go down the body. And since, all right. So I'm starting with the Chakra. This draws all of your power into yourself, into this time and into this space, because we are working on many different multi-dimensional levels at one time. But right now we're focusing here. When I do Chakra, it pulls me immediately into the flow. That's just instant. Either of you might be feeling some pressure in this forehead area right now. I had none before and now I have a lot. And so that's one thing to be aware of when you're working with other people, is you kind of do an evaluation of yourself when you start to see where your personal stuff is, and then when you open, all the things that are coming in now are not you. Okay? So working in this third eye space, integrating all that we just did with that work. In our cards, I believe we also have the Soul Star Chakra, which is probably about a foot above your head. Your causal chakra is back here, kind of like a halo, and your Soul Star Chakra is a little farther. So we're opening. I saw what looked like a blocked heart vessel. So we're opening this blockage. One of you has a blockage going to your Soul Star Chakra. And that is opening now. You might be having some tingles. Come down through the crown. Should be releasing a little bit of that pressure in the third eye now that it has a flow. So this could manifest as some sinus issues over the next couple days as you're releasing. I'm feeling tension, tightness in the shoulders. I feel like they're pulled up to my ears. So roll your shoulders and kind of relax your shoulders. Keep that nice open throat space, that whole neck open. So kind of a large space open up here in front. Moving down into into the heart space. Some clearing work here. There are some, I see them as curtains being pulled back. It's like long, heavy material. It's, like room darkening curtains being pulled back. I'm off the heart space now. So this doesn't dissolve these curtains, it just opens the space so it's visible. There will be more work needed to dissolve these veils. But there's a glimpsing of something that you were not aware of in this space now. Feels like we're releasing some stuck grief. You may be having a little sensation on kind of just left of the breastbone. Just some stored grief. It's catching in my throat. So the body is not a place to store fear and pain and grief. The body is a place for creativity and birthing of life. So it's time to release this grief. That grief blocks you receiving. The grief is that heavy curtain. I'm seeing a lot of pink light coming in now. There's a rebirthing happening. So as this grief moves out, this rebirthing is coming in. Moving on to the solar plexus, to this space. I just got keyed in my spine in the back when I came across, right below my brow line. Kind of comes even with the down to the bottom of my rib cage, so there's a few vertebrae there. I don't know if this is a trauma, like an injury, or if this is storing. So we're going to bring in the rattle. Just going to show you this rattle. This is a divine feminine rattle. This assists in breaking up some energy. If this is you, you're being really activated in this space right now. I feel it coming almost up into my throat. It's almost nauseating. Breathing pink light into this space now. So, in from the back, we're just breathing pink Reiki light into this space in this spine, if this is you. If this is not you, you breathe into this space and focus it out. It's pink light into the spine, letting that get into the vertebrae and all of the spaces. Restoring anything that has been damaged in this space. Picturing it as it is whole. Feeling a very light, I don't know what word to use. Feels kind of like it's bubbling, almost frothing back there now, but it's a very light feeling instead of that nauseating pain. I'm just going to bring in one of the hematoid quartz, come across this area, make sure we're totally clear, allowing anything that's still remaining to just come into the crystal for neutralization. Alright. Just clearing that crystal. That is gone. Coming in and moving down now. So when I came into this today, I had some hip pain. So when I say hip pain, it could just be mine. And I'm just going to send some white light energy into the hip space now. Someone might be dealing with some sciatica down the left side. I'm getting some keying going down my entire left leg, which feels like that would be sciatic. So we're just going to draw in some white, cleansing, purifying light into this whole left side now. The left hip down through the left leg and traveling out through the foot into the earth, into Mama Gaia. There was some releasing there. It's feeling very calm. Oh, we have a bright green light coming into the space. It's a very nice healing light. And just kind of breathe that green light into your whole body. Let it fill up through your entire body. And then just release that back out as gold light. Moshon boy se kayashon. Ilo boy etika. And toy koishon puso doria by kayashon with the separio koishon boy kayashon with the separio kupo. Itayaro poshu. Yankaya bayashon niara bayasi kayashon. Misatayo separia sukuposhia. Sankaya Pryofu Yarabaya Sham Yasanya Prayashokaya Shampakai Sidation Niaparasu Again, we have pink light coming in. It's kind of filling the entire space. And just breathe that in. It's just restorative, unconditional, loving light coming in to fill all that has been moved, all that has been released, dissolved. So just breathe in that pink light. If you work with Kuan Yin as a guide, the pink light is usually Kuan Yin light, which is a pure, unconditional, loving light. This is a very nice light energy. Just sit here a minute. See if we have anything else coming in new. Feeling a certain amount of joy that just sprung up in the heart space. Like that little, when you were a kid and you got that just excited joy feeling that just sprung up in my chest. Just breathe that in and share that. All right, I'm feeling very calm and relaxed at this point. So I think I'm going to bring this part to a close. If you guys have questions or what have you, I'll have the speaker on so that we can talk. I'm going to use the bowl now. Okay. With all love and gratitude, we thank all of those who have been here with us today to assist us with doing this work. We thank you for this time of growth, this time of cleansing and expansion, of purification, of enlightenment. So we thank you, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. Okay, so you're going to take some deep breaths in through your nose. Just kind of let that flow up through the body and let that out. You're going to start wiggling your fingers. You wiggle your toes a little bit, coming back into your body space. Not that you're coming back in so much as you're tuning back in. You don't actually ever leave. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I truly appreciate you spending your time here with us. I hope that you got something out of this video today. If you would like to discuss this video, there are links in the description below where you can come and join us on Discord, and there'll be a room set up, and the room will be titled something like 4/22/2022, okay? And I'll have information in there about all the cards that we had from our reading, and the copy of the video, so you can go watch it there and you can talk about it there, okay? Thank you again so much for being here. I love you guys so much. Namaste.